What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so as of me recording this video, 25 minutes ago, literally 25 minutes ago, Will Smith on his YouTube channel. And for those of you who don't know, yes, he has a YouTube channel, Will Smith, that's the name of it. He uploaded the preview trailer for the next installment in the Bad Boys franchise, entitled Bad Boys Ride or Die. Of course, the first movie was called Bad Boys, the second one, Bad Boys 2. The third one we called Bad Boys 3, but it was actually titled Bad Boys for Life. This one, Bad Boys 4, is Bad Boys Ride or Die. So this is a screenshot from that trailer. And if you look at Martin's character, it appears that he has, infrared beams aimed on his face. So I'm assuming this is a scene where maybe it was a chase and they got caught or whatever. But this particular scene, for the first time, they're on the other side of the law. They're fugitives running from cops. And from what I can gather from the trailer, what happens is, the little bit I can gather, Captain Howard, who sadly was killed in the third movie. I mean, that shocked the shit out of me when he was killed in that movie, right? But Captain Howard is relevant in this movie. He appears in this movie. You might be wondering, how he appeared and he's dead. Well, Captain Howard apparently was accused of mass corruption. What type of corruption, I'm not sure, but I'm assuming it has something to do with perhaps drug smuggling, or he's accused of corruption. I put it like that. And it goes back for years. And of course, Martin Lawrence's character, Marcus Burnett, I believe his name is, Marcus Barnett, and Will Smith's character, Michael Lowry, don't believe it. They want to clear his name. So apparently they stumbled upon somehow some tapes where Captain Howard, literally speaking from the grave, maybe, I guess he made these tapes because he knew this was coming. He communicates with Marcus and Mike that I'm being framed. This goes high, really, really, really high up, etc., etc. You may recall his son. I forgot what his son's name was in the third movie. His son is still imprisoned, or at least for part of the movie he was in prison, from what I could tell from the trailer. He's relevant to this movie as well. But somehow they end up being fugitives. I'm assuming it's a situation where the person who is high up is framing them now, and it's a mass chase. And that, that intrigues me. You know what I'm saying? It's a different dynamic in this particular movie, and it looks good. You know what I'm saying? One thing I'll say about these Bad Boys movies, they've never rushed to do these things. They have a great script. And usually when it comes to sequels, there are exceptions, but usually when it comes to sequels, they're inferior. And that's because oftentimes they rush to do these things, and all times the motivation is money. When with the first movie, the motivation was creativity, and we saw that with Home Alone: Lost in New York. It made good money, not as much as the first movie, but you could clearly see that was just a movie done out of motivation for money. Whereas an example of a great sequel would be Terminator 2. That's a rare example where the sequel was better than the first movie. The Bad Boys movies, to me, have all been great. To me, but I honestly have found the second and third installments more enjoyable than the first one. That's just my opinion, but apparently it's true because when you look at each one of the movies, they've been more successful financially than the first one. The first one made, I think, like 100 and, off the top of my head, maybe like 100 and, let me see. Okay, so the first one came out in 1995. Lord have mercy, we're getting old, y'all. And that came out. It came out April 7th, 1995. Oh, mercy, mercy, mercy. That movie made $141 million. All right. The second one, I believe, came out in 2003. Bad Boys 2. And let's see. That one came out July 18th, 2003, and made $273 million. So it made more money. Bad Boys for Life came out in January. I know it came out in January 2020, right before the pandemic really hit. Yeah, January 17, 2020. That movie made $426.5 million. Far more than the first two movies. So I wouldn't, like I said before, I wouldn't be surprised if this particular movie goes over the $500 million mark. And one notable thing about this movie, Teresa Randall, who played Martin Lawrence's character, Marcus Barnett's, whatever it is, wife, for the first three movies, she will not be in this particular movie. Her character will be replaced by, I think her name is Tasha Smith, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Tasha Smith. And I'm not exactly sure why there's a casting change, but I do remember seeing a couple of years ago Teresa Randall in a wheelchair. So I don't know whether or not she's having some health issues that's progressively gotten worse over the years, so she can't do certain things anymore. I don't know. All I know is when I did see Teresa Randall in the Bad Boys for Life movie, I didn't see her that in too many scenes. So maybe there's something there. But anyway, I see that, of course, Will Martin, Vanessa Hudgens, DJ Khaled is in this movie. So, some new cast members. So I look forward to this movie, man. You know what I'm saying? And tell me what you guys think.